Hi, it's Natasha.
And Khalil.
And we are the co-hosts of
WokeNFree.
Thank you for tuning in to our 35th episode of WokeNFree. If you've been tuning in every week for WokeNFree Wednesday, you know that WokeNFree is all about being real and honest with each other and you. We talk about everything and anything that's important to us, to you, and the world, and nothing is off the table. In this episode, we're talking all about living life with dance and how one should not go without it. And the best person to speak to is the one and only Amanda LaCount. But before we go there and dive deep into the subject, we have a couple of ground rules to cover. First, have you subscribed to WokeNFree on iTunes, TuneIn, Stitcher, Google Play, YouTube, SoundCloud, and iHeartRadio? If not, please do. We greatly appreciate your support and love of WokeNFree. Second, have you shared an episode with a friend or family member? If not, sharing is caring, guys. Share away. Have you spoken to us on social media? If not, you can easily find us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at WokeNFree. And of course, if you haven't reviewed an episode and you'd like to, we would love to hear your thoughts. You can go ahead and give your feedback on iTunes, TuneIn, Stitcher, Google Play, YouTube, SoundCloud, iHeartRadio. If you go on the WokeNFree homepage, which is WokeNFree.com, you'll see all the different platforms that our show is on. So please, we can't wait to hear from you.
Each week, we like to share a little bit about us with the WokeNFree Nation before we dive into the topic for the episode. Last week, we shared our all-time favorite cartoon character growing up. Hopefully you didn't miss that, and if you did, you can still catch it online. This week, we are sharing our favorite dance move. So, honey, you can start off the party, or the fiesta, as they like to call it.
So this is, again, actually a very deep question because for me, I love a lot of different dance moves. I always love the Macarena. I love the Harlem Shake, despite you telling me that I don't do it right. I love various Jamaican dance moves.
Big up.
Yes, my people are rich and vibrant, So, it's difficult. I would actually say for this one, I don't have one favorite dance move because I think that dance is just like freedom of the spirit. And so, you can't be free in one only type of way. So, no answer to that. I'm just a free-flowing dance machine. How about you?
So that means your favorite is the Harlem Shake then. When it comes down to it.
Listen, you are my BFF, so you...
Let's just call a spade an apple. Alright? That's what we're going to do here.
Yeah, man.
You didn't say it was your favorite, but I'm just going to make that your favorite.
Big up.
Yep, that's it. And you can pon the river, and you can pon the bonk.
Okay.
You can do all that stuff, too.
I think you're avoiding the question, which is, what's your answer?
Oh, well, of course. Well, I have this crazy dance move. It's called the banana split, and it's just nuts. No, I'm joking.
Joking. This is for children.
If I did that move, that would be my favorite.
I don't want to unpack what that sounds like.
All right, so since that's not my favorite dance move, let's see. My favorite dance move, it's funny. It's probably between a really old dance that I learned or a new one that's kind of like off the table. So the old dance is, this is going to date me, I guess, a bit, is the electric slide. That's kind of like a move that I got to do. When that song comes on, I feel it. I got to get up and do it and teach it. I got to teach people how to do it too.
Lies you tell.
Because I'm nice with it. No, I know how to do it and I just do it. It's an easy dance though, so that's why I don't know if it's my favorite dance, but it's definitely a dance I do a lot.
Just like the chicken dance, right?
No, I never do that. Nah, I fall far back from that one.
Okay.
Way back from that one.
Only river dance really moves
River
you.
dancing is fun, along with the banana split. Yep, exactly. River dance right into a banana split.
Stop speaking this way. Children might be listening.
Yeah, they're gonna learn it too.
Oh boy.
And then,
oh boy.
So the other dance is the sea walk. That's the dance that I used to do a lot.
That's what I thought was the answer.
I don't know if that's my... So I'm torn between a favorite. I'm like stuck in the middle of you.
Again, this is for children.
No, I mean, that song I was thinking. I'm stuck in the middle. Okay. That's what I'm saying.
All right.
Because you didn't choose a favorite, neither shall I. Your husband has to follow his wife.
Really? You can't have your own mind?
My mind is based off of yours.
I see.
I'm a derivative of you.
I can see what kind of day this is going to be. Yep, excelente. Muy bueno.
At least I broke mine down to 2. You broke yours down to 40,000, I guess.
I'm a very thoughtful communicator, Khalil.
That didn't just at the end of the day choose a favorite that you're not going to be held to and you're not going to lose prize money over.
I'm a free-flowing dance machine. That's what I'm
Yes, you're right about that. You're absolutely 100% certainly correct on that fact.
Exactly.
Definitely.
Okay, so with this awkward conversation, we're gonna keep it moving, and let's talk a little bit about our special guest today for the WokeNFree Nation who's enjoying this show. And so who is Amanda LaCount? She is a well-known professional hip-hop dancer. She's been dancing since she was 2 years old. She has 6 older brothers and sisters. 3 years ago, she moved from Colorado to Los Angeles to follow her dream of becoming a professional dancer. Amanda is currently a senior in the dance academy at Champs Charter HS for Performing Arts. Some of her most notable performances include dancing on The Ellen Show with Keala Settle from the Greatest Showman movie, dancing with Disney's Descendants 2 cast on DWTS, 2 episodes of The Voice, Katy Perry's Swish Swish music video, opening for En Vogue at King's Theater in New York City, dancing on the WNBA LA Sparks crew for 2 years, and her own national dance tour last summer, Amanda LaCount Live. Most recently, she performed and taught at Move It in London, the UK's largest dance festival with over 27,000 participants, as a Team Capiezo ambassador, and sailed on a Zumba cruise to the Bahamas as a social media influencer. Amanda has her own movement, #Breaking the Stereotype, altogether, which promotes body positivity and the belief that anybody, get that? Anybody can be a dancer. She signed with Block Talent Agency, and she's just excited to be graduating this year and just can't wait to see what the future holds for her in the dance world. And if you know Amanda, you know that she is not only a deeply talented dancer, but she's just a really beautiful spirit and just a really positive person to speak with. So I know our WokeNFree Nation is really, really going to enjoy our talk with her.
Hi, Amanda. Welcome to the WokeNFree podcast. We'd like to do a... Yes. We like to do a personal share every week on our podcast. And this week we're going to ask you, what is your favorite dance move?
My favorite dance move, okay. I have a few signature moves. Well, I like to think that they're signature at least. I love doing a classic middle split. That's like my go-to. And I love whipping my ponytail. That's also one I love doing. And people really seem to love that one. And I'll just say those two. Those two are my favorite.
Awesome,
okay, cool.
Awesome. Okay. So just for the WokeNFree Nation, I'd love for you to share just your accounting of why you fell in love with dance and what made you want to become a professional dancer.
Yeah. Well, honestly, when I first started dancing, I did not like it that much because I started in ballet, which is very black or white. Like, there's no gray area. You're really either amazing or you're terrible. Like, there's no, like I said, gray area. So I kind of hated it, and you had to be in tights and a leotard, and your hair had to be pulled back, and the music, like, it's the same 5 songs. So I just really did not like it at first because that's what I started in. But I kept going, and I kind of tried to give it a chance. And this is when I was 2. I started when I was 2, so I was really little. But when I started to get more into, like, jazz and tap, and especially hip-hop, obviously, which is what I mostly do now, I just fell in love with it. I just love that you can be someone else while you're dancing. Like, it's a completely different story, and you can just put whatever is happening in your life to the side and just focus on that story and what you're doing, or you can take what's happening in your life and put it into the dance, which is what I try to do because I think it makes the dancing look more realistic and, like, organic, and the audience believes what you're telling and, like, the story you're telling. So I think why I really love it is just because it gives me an opportunity to tell a story without even having to talk at all, which really excites me and interests me.
What are the biggest challenges you face as a professional dancer?
Oh yeah, there's a lot. But the biggest one for me is obviously if you look at me, I'm not your typical dancer body type. You know, I'm not a size 2, really tall, tan, blonde. You know, but that's never really bugged me. But unfortunately, it does bug a lot of other people, especially in the dance industry, because I'm different than them, and they're so used to, you know, the cookie cutter dancer that they're just not used to me. So it's kind of not their fault, but at the same time, a lot of people aren't very accepting, or they don't even give me a chance, which is really kind of frustrating and annoying. So they'll take a look at me and be like, oh, like, she can't dance, like, look at her. But then once I dance, oh, they regret that. So that's kind of the best feeling ever, is when, because sometimes they'll come up to me and they'll be like, oh, wow, I was not expecting that. Like, you were really good. And that's kind of like a backhanded compliment, because it's like, thank you for saying I'm good, but why weren't you expecting it just because the way I look, you know? So that's a little frustrating, but I've been working really hard to kind of break that stereotype, obviously, which is my hashtag. But I've been trying really hard to do that in the dance industry, and I've been getting somewhere. I'm getting more successful every day. So yeah, I'm excited about that.
Nice.
Also, to add to that, how have you figured out how to, and I'm sure this is still like an ongoing process for you, but like the business of dance, what are you doing to understand the business side of what you're doing, right? Because like the dancing part it has its own challenges, right? As you were just talking about, but like negotiating like your rates and like what gigs to do, what not gigs to do, like who to associate with. Yeah,
it's really hard sometimes, because in like the last year I've been getting really busy, so I've gotten to the point where I have to choose between jobs to do because they're the same day or same time, or I'm gone or stuff like that. Because for example, I was in London recently, and Megan Trainor, her new song No Excuses, she did 2 music videos, and one of them was just kids, or like 15 kids dancing, and I was supposed to be in that, but unfortunately, because I was in London, I wasn't able to be in that. So it's kind of really hard, because you want to do both, obviously, sometimes, but you have to choose one, and you just hope that you chose the best option, or the better of the two. So it's really hard to choose, but I kind of just try to go with what's going to give me the best experience, the most exposure, where I'll grow the most, and things like that.
Good. What would you say has been the most important, I guess, gig of your life so far, and why?
Oh, the most important, that's really hard. There's been a few like really pivotal moments in my career that I still am in shock that I've been able to do, which are Katy Perry's Swish Swish music video. I still don't believe I did that, and that I won over thousands of people. It's crazy to me. And then also the Ellen show is huge. I mean, I've been wanting to be on that show since I was like 10. So just knowing that I accomplished that, and that I got to do it with someone as inspiring as Keala Settle from The Greatest Showman, is just so amazing. And those are 2 of my really big accomplishments and 2 of my biggest jobs.
Okay.
All right. What are the top 3 things on your bucket list?
Ooh, top 3 things on my bucket list. Okay. I'm a little young to be going on tour. I'm not 18 yet, but I really want to go on tour with Megan Trainor. She's my top pick, but any artist, really. I just want to go on tour. I feel like I'd love that experience, getting to go to all those different places and travel, but also getting to do what I love and performing in front of so many people. I just feel like I'd love it. And then also, I kind of want to start teaching more. I've been getting more into choreography lately, but I'm still kind of young to be teaching at like the professional studios in LA. Obviously, I'm only 17, but I want to start getting into that more. And yeah, those are a few things off my list.
Awesome.
Okay, nice.
Do you have a mentor? And if so, how, and if you have multiple, how has having mentors really helped you get where you are today?
Yeah, well, I mean, my biggest mentors are the people that have supported me from the beginning. So I have some teachers back in Colorado, which is where I'm from, that have never second guessed me or doubted me at all. I have one. Her name's Desi Queen, and she is the only person that believed in me when I was little. She taught me all the tap I know, and she just saw something in me, and I think that really helped my confidence because she just kept, revving me up and made me feel more confident about myself. And I think that's part of the reason why I'm so confident now. So she's definitely one of the people that supports me and one of my mentors. And then also, there is a girl in Colorado too. Her name's Jenny. And I went to her studio only for maybe 2 years, but she's still, to this day, even though I was 7, emails me and Facebook messages me and, tells me how proud she is of me and all that different stuff. And she's really proud and supportive, so I have to give thanks to her. But my mentors in LA are teachers like Brian Freeman, Kyle Hanagami, Blake McGrath, Matt Stefanina. All those teachers are people I really look up to and have helped me tremendously since moving to LA.
How do you deal with accomplishing so much as a young person, and do you ever feel burned out? And explain to us how to get over those feelings if you do feel burned out from time to time.
Oh, yeah. Of course I get burned out and tired and, I say, I don't want to dance anymore. I've said that. I'm not going to pretend that I'm always in a mood for dancing. But, I just have to realize, I think what keeps me going is that at this point I've put so much time and hard work and energy and just everything into my dance career that I just have to know that I'm doing this for a reason and it's what I love to do. And I just have to get over the fact that there's going to be ups and downs and days when I don't want to do it, but at the end of the day, it's my job. So, and I'm not saying that like I have to do it. Like if I really didn't want to dance, I wouldn't be doing it, but it is truly what I love to do. And I think it's what I was put on this earth to do. So I just have to realize that, sometimes it's going to be hard, but like I said, there's ups and downs. So there's an up coming if there's a down.
Absolutely. Okay.
All right.
Now with social media, I'm sure you get a lot of positive feedback and like, go sister, go, but you also probably get some negative commentary and even trolls, right?
Oh yeah. Okay. With every one nice comment, there's probably 3 people that are like, what is this girl? She sucks, blah, blah, blah. She shouldn't be dancing. But at the end of the day, you can't please everyone. You can't, not everyone's going to like you. So to want that is just I don't want to say stupid, but it's unrealistic. So I just kind of try to brush them to the side. But sometimes it does get a little hard because sometimes they get really bad and it's just impossible to ignore that. So sometimes I do get down a little bit on myself, but then I have thousands of people that I know are backing me up and support me and love me. So I just try to look at the brighter side of things, and I'm like that in all aspects of my life. I'm always someone who's glass half full, not glass half empty. That's just my personality. So yeah, that's just kind of how I handle it. I just kind of try to push it to the side and not think about it, and think about all the people that do support me and are positive.
Absolutely. And I know the WokeNFree Nation definitely appreciates hearing that, because with so many of us, we hear negative commentary, and it's important to remember that what other people think about us doesn't matter, right? It's what you think about yourself and how you felt about, that opportunity. If you felt like you rocked, then you rocked, and that's it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
What advice do you have for other young people looking to become breakout stars in social media, doing what they love?
Okay, one piece of advice I have for you is to be 100% yourself. Because if you're trying to be someone else, or if you're trying to copy someone else that got famous and you're just trying to be like them, you're not going to get anywhere. I didn't get to where I am today trying to be someone else. I got to where I am today because I was 100% authentic. And I posted what I wanted to post, and I said what I wanted to say, and I do what I want to do. And I really don't care what people think about it at the end of the day. And I think that's how I got to where I am, is just people know that what they see on my social media is what you're going to get in real life. I don't try to be something I'm not or anything like that. And I think so many kids, especially teenagers and high schoolers, are trying to be like these Instagram models and, you know, trying to copy what they're doing just so they can get famous or get followers. And it's not going to get you anywhere at the end of the day if you're trying to be someone else, because everyone's different, and it, like, you can't be someone that you're not, you know.
Okay.
Absolutely. And do you have also tips, like social media tricks of like that you've learned, that because you put out really beautiful content, like your videos are always
Thank
like
you.
yeah, like great high quality, and you have wonderful
Yeah.
like music selection choices. I'd love to hear, you know, if you could share that with us.
Yeah, well, actually, a lot of the things I post are from just classes I go to, and a lot of the time the teachers will bring in videographers so they have like nice videos so they can post them as well. So that's where I get like 80% of my videos, but then the ones that I do, honestly, there's no reason for them. I just want to choreograph to that song because it made me feel something, or I really like the music or the beats in the song, and I just do it for that reason. So I don't really choose a song based on if I think it's gonna get like views or anything like that. Like, I've never been like, oh, let me do this song so I get views. Like, I've never really done that.
Yeah.
But everything else, like my pictures and stuff, I just try to post pictures that have a good message, you know, and that are age appropriate, because it really bugs me when teenagers are trying to act like they're 25. Because they're not. Like, that's one of my pet peeves, is like they're in like a string bikini and they're 15. I'm like, what are you doing? You should be like I Justice or something. So that kind of bugs me. But yeah, on my social media, I just, you know, post what I want to post. I don't really think about it that much.
Absolutely. Okay, so kind of like what you were saying earlier, just like be you and just like
Yeah.
have that breathe through your content, and gotcha. Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
And then when it comes to body positivity, obviously you are definitely on the forefront of advocating that, like literally through the body of your work. But, you know, for the WokeNFree Nation listening, what would you say you want people to understand about body positivity that maybe is getting mixed up in the general conversation of it? And then also breaking out a little bit more about your, you know, breaking the stereotype campaign.
Yeah. Well, one thing, I think this ties into what you're asking, but one thing that really bugs me is when people say you're good for a bigger girl or for a plus size dancer. That is like the worst thing that anyone could ever say to me. I just hate that. Because why do you have to add that at the end? Like, why do you have to add that like negative connotation at the end? It's just, why can't you say, hey, you're a really good dancer?
Yeah.
Like, why do you have to say for what you look like? Like, that just really bugs me. So that's like my number one, like, no. If you say that to me, I'm probably going to go off on you because I really hate that. But yeah, and then for like body positivity, I just wish people didn't automatically assume that like just because someone's bigger means they're unhealthy. Like, it's like if you see someone that's bigger, you automatically think they're unhealthy and like they just eat like McDonald's. And that is not true at all. I've been this way since I was literally 2. Like, it's not like I just like started eating junk food and I got bigger. Like, that's not what happened. I was honestly just born this way. And if you think about it, I dance over 30 hours a week. So I would say that I'm not unhealthy and I eat fine. Like, I'm not eating McDonald's every day. You know, I love my fruits and vegetables just like anyone else that's a size 2. We're the same. I just happen to be built like this. And it's just like who I am. I can't really change that.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I love that.
So then, what is next for you? Are there any upcoming projects or events you want to announce?
Yeah, well, last year I actually did a LaCount Live, which was a national tour where I went to 7 or 8 different states and I taught and I talked to kids about body positivity and, you know, what it's like being in the industry. And I'm trying to do that again this year, but I'm trying, hopefully, to take it international this year.
Wow.
When I went to London, a lot of people asked if I could come back, and also since Ireland is right next to it, people are talking about flying me to Ireland, so that'd be a really good opportunity. And then also, I'm a partner with Girl Clothing, which is all about woman empowerment and just sticking up for yourself and, all that. And I'm actually going to their documentary premiere in a week. Yeah, in a week, which is in Las Vegas. I'm featured in that. So I'm really excited to see that. It's my first documentary I've done, so that'll be really exciting.
Very cool.
And then also I'm choreographing a music video for Sony UK for one of their artists. So I'm really excited about that. It's my first music video I'm going to be choreographing, which is a little nerve-wracking, but I'm really excited about it too. And yeah, those are some of the things I've got up my sleeve for the next month and for over the summer.
Okay.
Wow, a lot.
I know that is a lot. You are
busy.
so ambitious, and I love that too. Because I feel like, growing up, people sometimes want to put you in a box, and we both actually feel very strongly that do what you want to do, and if you love 10 things, then do 10 things, right? And don't let anyone define your life for you, and you've got to live it and be as passionate and excited as you are. And I'm sure everyone in WokeNFree Nation can hear just how impassioned you are, and it's such a beautiful, fresh breath of air. And we are just always just so impressed by you and your hunger for success and also just genuine positivity. You are an angel, truly amazing. So I guess just last minute words. Do you have any advice for anyone listening who is maybe struggling with feeling good or struggling with finding a passion? What would you say to them?
I would just say that don't be scared to try things and, to fail. It's not like I tried dancing one day and I was just amazing. It took me 15 years to get to where I am at this point. So I would just say that if you try something and you're not amazing at it the first time, don't just give up on it and throw it away. If you truly love it, then put time into it and put more work and effort into it. And eventually, honestly, if you really love it and it's your passion, you will get there eventually. If you keep working hard, you will get there. So I would just say to not give up, because I know a few times when I was little, I'm not going to lie, I wanted to give up because I wasn't the best and, I wanted to be in the front row. But, that doesn't really matter as long as you work hard and, just keep working. You'll get there. So.
I love it. Thank you
Nice.
so much. And we'll share your details for how people can get in touch with you. But if people are on social media, what's the best way to, if they want to, holler at you, say, hey, what's the best method to get in touch with you?
Actually, my Instagram is the best. Just if you DM me, I try to respond to all of them. My mom and I try to, at least. We do that all the time. Every night we'll go through and try to, say thank you. If it's a really nice compliment, or if they have questions or advice, we try to give it to them. Because they're the ones that got me to where I am in the first place. So I really want to give back to them. So I try to do that. So if you DM me, I will try to get back to you. But then also I have an email too. Booking Amanda LaCount, if you want to email that, if you really have to get a hold of me or you want to book me for something, that's a good way to get a hold of me. My mom is always checking that. And yeah.
Perfect. And shout out to your mom. We both met you at the Fat Girls Dance event last summer, and we love you and we love your mom, and just keep shining. You are such an amazing person, and you have so much
Thank you.
To continue to accomplish. So thank you for inspiring us, and thank you for sharing your story with the WokeNFree Nation.
Of course. Thank you.
Thanks, Amanda.
Thank you.
Right, bye.
Bye.
So we are at that time again. It is the end of our 35th episode of
WokeNFree.
I can't with you. It was quite the episode, talking all about living life with dance and why going without it, right? With our special guest, Amanda LaCount. And I always ask, and you guys have to play along, will I leave you hanging for what our next episode is going to be about? Drum roll, please.
On our next episode, we will be talking all about the do's and don'ts in relationships with Kim Love Jones. Please make sure you follow us on social media to follow along in the conversation. And guess what? You can check out me on social media now, too, on Instagram. Yes. Special debut. On the private note, though. No, it's my profile is public, so you can find me at Nurse the Angel. Yes, you can. Just tune in next week for WokeNFree Wednesday to join the conversation at www.wokenfree.com.
I love that shameless plug. I'm not even going to compete because I would have too much information to share.
Yeah, you're on every social media platform. I'm only on 2.
Okay, darling.
Well, 3, I guess.
Exactly. So
Google Plus counts.
if you want to be a guest on the show, please submit a topic for an upcoming episode or share how you really feel on something that we've already discussed. You can hit us up on our Contact Us page on WokeNFree.com. So again, that's WokenFree.com. We are very active on social media, clearly because we have to talk about it all the time. And you can hit us up on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at WokenFree. And if you haven't submitted a scenario for an episode with scenario time, which I know you guys love, please do. Again, same place to hit us up. Contact Us page at WokenFree.com.
If you didn't already subscribe, please do. Share the episode. Make sure you come back to join the conversation every Wednesday for Woken Free Wednesdays. Until next time.